funny
channel.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have friend of the channel, man. Friend of the channel, Tyrese, who's in hot water yet again. Thankfully, though, this time it isn't because he's crashing out or dealing with toxic co-parenting situations or child support payments that are due or anything like that. That's some of the stuff that we have discussed with Tyrese in the past. Rather, this has to do with some situations involving his dogs. So apparently, his dogs uh, attacked the dogs of a neighbor in his neighborhood while he wasn't located on the premises of the home. He was out of town, and so there was an arrest warrant issued for him. Is that correct?
Mhm.
But because he's not there, there was this idea that he's trying to evade the warrant, which is not true. He just wasn't there, and he's willing to accept responsibility for what happened. But unfortunately, he had dogs, and they put down the dog of a neighbor, and so now Tyrese's name is in the news yet again for something weird. This says Tyrese says he isn't running from animal cruelty charges filed after his dogs killed neighbor's dog.
Damn.
Tyrese says he isn't evading a police arrest warrant for animal cruelty. On Tuesday, in an exclusive statement to the Breakfast Club's Lauren LaRosa, Tyrese says he is not on the run after his cane corso dogs allegedly escaped his home and killed a neighbor's dog. Accusations that he's trying to elude an arrest emerged when he announced on Instagram that he needed time away to work on his mental health. I'll be gone till November, he wrote, revealing that he's in Los Angeles with family. Mr. Tyrese Gibson wishes to extend his deepest condolences to the family who lost their beloved dog in this tragic incident. Tyrese's attorney told La Rosa his heart is truly broken and he has been praying for the family constantly, hoping they may one day find it in their hearts to forgive him. Mr. Gibson was out of town when the incident occurred, but he accepts full responsibility for his dogs. As soon as he learned what had happened, he immediately made the incredibly difficult decision to rehome his two adult dogs and their three puppies in safe and loving homes. The liability of keeping them was simply too great, and his heart could not bear the thought of anything like this ever happening again. The statement continued, explaining that Gibson got the dogs because he had been dealing with stalkers randomly showing up to his home. Prior to the attack, he says his dogs never harmed a child, a person, or another dog. I had no idea I would ever wake up to this, and I know the family must feel the same way, Tyrese said himself in a statement. To the family, please know that my heart is broken for you. I am praying for your healing and for your beloved pet who never deserved this. I remain committed to facing this matter with honesty, responsibility, and compassion. According to Fox 5 Atlanta, the attack happened on September 18th when Tyrese's four King Corsos killed a neighbor's 5-year-old King Charles Cavalier Spaniel named Henry. The actor and singer's dogs had gotten loose in the Buckhead, Georgia neighborhood. Security footage from other neighbors' cameras shows the dogs running around yards before the incident. Days later, on September 22nd, Tyrese said he believed his dogs were behind the attack. He didn't turn the dogs over immediately and said he needed a few days. That's when Animal Services Captain Nicole Dwyer issued search and arrest warrants. To anyone who is not familiar, cane corsos are very large and very expensive dog breed. Um, but yeah, there you go. So Tyrese is now, you know, his cane corsos got loose and took out a neighbor's dog, man. Unfortunate, but what do you think about this?
Yeah, man, I think it's unfortunate. I mean, there was the rumors were swirling that Tyrese was out on the run, um, evading the law, because he has these dogs that are just you know vicious. Yeah, King Corso's. I had to refresh my memory. Yeah, those are some pretty big dogs.
And very expensive, very expensive.
Yeah, those are
Yeah.
those some big ass dogs. Um, it's. I think this is more of a situation of an unfortunate thing. His alibi. is that he was out of town. We'll see what the court has to say about that. Uh, we'll we'll see, but I don't know how that happens. I don't know who Tyrese would actually blame. You know, was it some keeper at the house that let the dogs out? Like how you let five of them things run around the neighborhood like that? Like,
Yeah, that's crazy. That doesn't make sense.
you know, five of them. He's lucky it wasn't a kid. Uh, he'd be in really big trouble if it was actually a young person out there with those damn dogs. So you know, you don't want to see or hear about a pet getting unalive like that. But I think that, you know, Tyrese is on the luckier side of things that it was only a dog and not anything else. I don't know how this would be seen as a animal cruelty situation. If the dogs got out and attacked another dog, like I don't see how this is on him. You know, he didn't Mike Vick the situation. He didn't sick the dog on the other dogs allegedly. Who knows, right? Um, so yeah, I think that this would just be water under the bridge. But as you mentioned, man, you know, Tyrese is always making headlines. He's always out there for something. And it looks like, even though he's in the wrong here, um, this looks like something that'll blow over eventually. But this isn't something that, you know, much like the child support and other stuff that is continuously lingering around. So this might be just a one and done situation. But yeah, man, the internet was having fun with it because, you know, Tyrese yet again in the news for something bizarre. Um, so who knows, man? But what are your thoughts, man, on Tyrese clearing the air and attempting to clear his name from animal cruelty, saying that, hey, man, I was out of town when my dogs got loose. What are your thoughts, man?
Yeah, he better get out in front of it.
Yeah.
You know, we talk about various elements of allowable speech these days because there's really no such thing as free speech. I mean, there is technically under the law, but
Mm-hmm.
in terms of can you say anything and not have to be facing consequences, not really.
Mm-hmm.
Um, hey man, listen. In addition to the litany of things that you can say to get canceled out here in these streets, another thing that you can get canceled for is is not being an ally to animals and pets.
Yeah.
Um, the dog loving community is strong, and it is one that you do not want to piss off.
Mm-hmm.
Now, like you, this doesn't look. I'm inclined to agree. Hard to connect this to any cruelty unless
Right.
there's like some sort of unless it's like animal cruelty of the negligent variety
Right.
where it's
Right.
like negligence. But in terms of animal cruelty like intentionally, hard to make that leap, of course, you know, based upon the information that we know. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that prevents the pet loving community from becoming an enemy of Tyrese. Like I don't think it
Oh no, he's done over there.
yeah, like I don't think it matters
No, he's done.
whether it was negligent or intentional. I think you can get put on their short list regardless.
Yes, he's done.
And you don't want to be on these people's short list because they will never let it go.
He's a dog killer. that's
So
that's what he
again,
is.
the thing about it, man, like of all of the trials and tribulations that he has had to endure over the last 8 to 10 years or so, I would say, um, as quietly as it's kept, this could be one of the more challenging ones, depending on how it all pans out.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're viewed as somebody who is cruel in any capacity towards pets, especially dogs, you might never live it down. Bro, like now, granted, what Vic did was far more serious, of
Yeah,
course,
of course, of course.
but Vic will never live that down.
No, that's on
Ever.
him forever.
That is going to stay with him until he dies.
Yeah,
And even after he dies, there are going to be people who are saying, I don't care that he died because of what he did.
like OJ or something.
Yeah, like it's a wrap for him. Like for Vic, it's a wrap.
Mhm.
So, of course, this isn't as extreme of a situation as what Vic did, but it's related from the standpoint that once you draw the ire of like, you know, the pet loving community, that's another thing that you can add to the list of things that I can get canceled for.
100%.
Like that's another thing that you can be viewed as radioactive because of. For real. So he better get in front of this as best as he can. Now, I said that he rehomed the dogs. I guess that's a contingency. From what I have seen, when situations like this pan out,
Yeah,
the
they get put
dogs
down.
the dogs get put down.
Yeah.
But I didn't read anywhere that the dogs got put down. He said they were rehomed.
Which
So
and basically those dogs are just violent killers. So they can't be out on the loose with other people.
yeah, they can't be adopted by somebody else. You know, so yeah, get in front of this one, bro. You don't want to add this one to the list because it's going to be something that, albeit serious, is also annoying. I don't want to downplay the significance of it because
Of course, of course.
I'm not trying to get the animal loving community mad, but it's like from Tyrese's perspective, it's like, damn, now this, you know what I'm saying? Like it's another thing. It's a nuisance. It's annoying. Like, damn, like I was in LA. I wasn't even there.
But
But
how
it
you let
doesn't.
5 get loose?
It was four. It was four
Oh,
of them. But
4.
still, that's still a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, how does
Man,
that? How like that's a situation where it's like, how does that happen?
right, man.
How does that happen? So yeah, bro, yeah, get in front of this one, bro. Because man, that is one community that you do not want to upset. You don't want to have. Look, man, Tyrese could be at a movie premiere for Fast and Furious 27, however many of those damn things they keep making. And you don't want the PETA people showing up throwing paint on you or something crazy like that.
No,
Like they'll take it there.
oh yeah.
So that's the thing. It's like, hey man, get out in front of this. But that is something that is not insignificant. That's all I'm saying.
They tried to cancel Tom Brady a couple weeks ago. You saw that?
Yeah.
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 So for those of you who don't know, Tom Brady's sitting there calling the game. Now, I don't take Tom Brady as a funny man. I don't think there's anything that he can say that'll make me laugh. Genuinely, like unironically.
Right.
And so he's sitting there calling the game, and there's a player there. I forgot which player it was, but I think it was maybe CD Lamb. I don't know who it was, but they're banging their helmet on the ground, kicking their helmet, and then Tom Brady says, that's just like your dog when you get home, It's like, wait, what? That's kind of specific, bro. So at this point, and so the community got after him, the dog loving community. And honestly, I'm not even in the dog. I had a dog when I was a jit. I love that guy, man. I really did. And when he passed, I cried. So I get it, especially for
Yeah.
those people that they've been having dogs their whole life. Like, it's not a joke.
Yeah.
And
It
so
isn't.
for you to say that you would come, that's like coming home and kicking your kid to those people.
Absolutely.
So it's like, hey, kick your kid, throw the kid across the room. Like, you don't say that. You don't joke about that. So there's people out there right now that Tom Brady's the GOAT. Tom Brady's the best quarterback, best football player of all time, and this guy's got his King Corsos at the house or something. You know what I'm saying? But he
Yeah.
loves his dogs, and he heard what Tom Brady said there, and he thinks Tom Brady's a prick right now. You know what I'm saying? And then when the GOAT conversations come up, he's like, I think Joe Montana's got him beat, something like that. So Tom Brady, Fox, I'm pretty sure they've done their best to make that go up under the rug, but it went viral. It was in the news. We'll see what happens with Tom Brady, but he is Golden Boy Tom Brady. He just made a bad joke. But we'll see how long that follows him around. But there's going to be people who don't forget that, as you mentioned. And so there's going to be people out here that's like, oh, look at Tyrese, but Tyrese is just one of those guys, man, where just bad news finds him.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's always in the news. It's annually at this point, sometimes quarterly. Okay. Okay, what quarter we in? H2 right now or Q3? Which one we in?
We're in Q4 now.
We're in Q4.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Here he goes, man. Right on schedule, bro. So Tyrese, stay safe, bro. Get out the papers. If you ain't releasing those music, bro, just stay away. But it seems as though not music, but the news found him this time. But I don't know how you have those dinosaurs in your house and they get free like that.
Bro,
Like that's
that's a
crazy.
lot, bro. That's a big one of those is a load to take care of, and
Mm-hmm.
he had four.
Ah,
That is a lot, man. Um, yeah, there's a black cat running around Tyrese. I don't know what's going on. Why stuff just keeps happening with him that's like not not positive. You know what I'm saying? It just sucks, man. But yeah, you just that is a coalition, the pet loving community, more specifically with dogs.
yeah, I get it.
That's one I will never cross those people, or at least I will try my best not to,
Yeah,
because
man.
once you make an enemy out of them, very seldomly can you walk that back. So
Mm.
good luck with that, bro.
Yeah,
But
I'm not a pet man anymore, because that one dog I had, that was enough. I don't need no more of that.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't need no more of that. And but I get it for the people out there. It's to teach their own for me at this point. But I totally get it, man. Last thing I'll say, man, you heard of that company, it's called Fresh something. It's like Fresh Pet or something like that for dogs.
yeah, I see the ads on
Yeah, it's like
television.
a
Yeah,
controversy now, online, man, saying that stuff is hurting these dogs. And so there's people on TikTok right now. Count your days, Fresh Pet. Ever since I've been giving my dog this, 6 months later he's got blood in his stool and blah blah
yeah,
blah blah and all this. I'm like, damn, Fresh Pet getting. I said, Fresh Pet need to get ahead of this.
yeah,
So yeah, I saw. So there's like a whole thread and a rabbit hole you can go down with Fresh Pet because of dogs.
right, yeah,
So yeah, Tyrese, don't make any more enemies, bruh, out
yeah.
here.
Please, please don't, man. And least of all this one, you do not want that smoke, bro.
It's crazy.
I've always been more of a German Shepherd guy myself. We had a German Shepherd, and I love that dog. But I was in college at the time that we had him,
Mm-hmm.
and so I spent so much time away from here.
Right.
No one was really trying to take care of the dog, so my parents ended up giving him away.
Oh
Hurt to this day, that hurt my heart. I'll never forget that. I love that damn dog, but nobody was really willing to, look after him. So a
yeah.
purebred 100% German Shepherd, mind you, we got him for free. That's $1,000 dog retail, if you will. And we
Mm-hmm.
had a neighbor who had a male and female, both of them 100% purebred, and they had a litter. And he came over to the house one day and just gave us one of the males free.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
forgot about that, bro. I forgot
yeah,
you had a dog, man.
yeah. Named him Wade too. Back when Dwayne Wade was not on my short list. But,
Hey man, shout out to Wade, man.
yeah,
Hey,
shout out
and
to
shout out to
Wade.
Rex. Shout out to Rex, man. That was my
Yeah,
guy, man. That was my dog, man. Shout out to Rex.
yeah. I miss Wade, man. Damn.
See, Tyrese done got me emotional, bro. I'm about to cancel your ass now, Tyrese. How dare you?
Oh. Hey, let's go. We're gonna go ahead and get on out of here before we start shedding tears over our lost dog.
Damn.
But as always, folks, thank you everybody who tuned in, join us for another fantastic stream. Shouts out to you. Shouts out to everybody in advance who will be hitting that subscribe button and following along with us as we continue to grow the community out. Feel free to leave a comment. Let us know where you think we went right or wrong with any of our videos. We are certainly penny for your thoughts, and we will respond so long as your comment is constructive. Other than that, JV Wins Dogon SS. Check us out on Instagram at Conapproach, CONAPPROACH. Check us out on TikTok, same Conapproach. Check me out on Instagram at JV Wins, JVWINS. Download the podcast on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, and Spotify. And until next time, as I always like to say, man, don't be a group thinker. Have a mind of your own. Think for yourself. This Saturday, epic, 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. Noles are going against the Hurricanes, man. And my prediction is that we will have 2 4-1 teams coming out of that game.
Boo, boo.
Shouts out to Florida State, man. Can't wait for this weekend. I'm gonna be locked in. Gonna be a good one. But yeah, we'll see y'all on the flip side. Thanks for watching. We certainly appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Hey man, skr. The name is Dogon SS. And you can find me on Instagram at Dogon_SS, YouTube, DraftKings, MySpace. All right. X, Meta. Hey man, if there's a social media platform, Dogon_SS is also out there. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, follow, and all that good jazz. And as I always say, guys, we greatly appreciate you guys for watching, sharing, okay, liking, subscribing to these videos, and consciously leaving comments, because without you guys, there will be no us out here crushing it weekly. All right. Now we left some good stuff out there today for you guys. All right. Some real high level, highbrow, intellectual stuff for you guys to chew on and actually have discussions of your own with your peers, because we take it to another level. All right. We don't just scratch the surface here. We get down to the nitty gritties. All right. So we greatly appreciate you guys for watching and participating as well. All right. And as I say every week, don't be too high, don't be too low. Keep it calm, keep it chill, keep it player. And don't let anybody get you off your pivot. So just like JV Wynn said, we got a hell of a game this weekend, play ball. All right. And my prediction is, well, I don't think I need to say it. I think you guys already know what's going on. Go Curry. All right. Hey, man, we got more rings than Robert Ory. All right. And we'll see y'all next week.
4-1. 4-1 teams, man. I gotta get my FSU merch up. I gotta get my FSU merch up, man. Go Noles, man. We gonna take them to the woodshed this weekend.
Come on, you know you don't believe that.
I believe that. We out of here, man. We'll catch y'all on the flip side. Peace.
Hey, man, got me emotional. RP to Rex, man. God damn, man. Go Curry, man.